Bill Patterson's a friend of mine, and there's no place on the planet that I would not go to honor him and to tell him how much I love and respect him.
One of the great things about Oakland when I was growing up is they had people like Bill Patterson who were involved with young people who were guiders. You know, they helped guide us, through the formative years. And I think it was very lucky for me the day that Bill Patterson came to the Brookfield Recreation Center.
And it just thrills me to death that I'm not the only one in the world that really realizes and appreciates the Bill Patterson and the people like Bill Patterson in this world. There are some of the most incredible athletes in the world in this room paying homage to this man, and there's a reason for it. They owe many of them their integrity, many of them their sensitivity, many of them their athletic ability, and I'm just thrilled to be a very, very small part of this tonight.
There isn't anything that could have happened that would have kept me away from this night.
You used to talk about the great McClymond spirit and what it meant in West Oakland and what it still does and what all of this is about, really. I think it went on before I was there with Rock and Goodwin and around 1930 or 49, 50, 51. And those kids then made such an impression, were tremendous basketball players. It set the tone for a post-war group of kids that seemed to gather it in the McClymonds area, and they wrote athletic history as far as high schools are concerned.
We've probably produced more professional athletes. I mean, I'm reading in Ebony about this school in Oakland that's produced all these athletes. And I looked back now at the time that a lot of this was occurring, and most of them came through McClymonds High School. And most of them, in one way or another, Bill had something to do with, either as a coach, as a friend, or as a support component to help programs, to facilitate things getting done. And he does it very quietly and without a lot of fanfare.
Bill was an example. He was probably one of the first black people that I'd come in contact with that I knew that was going to college. I mean, we had teachers, don't get me wrong, that had, we knew they had gone to college and had teacher credentials. But I mean, a young man, that was trying to make it, and we saw him more or less moving up the ladder, and he was almost our age group, and we could relate to him a little better, and he told us like it was, and he told us, the truth, and if he would tell you something, now I know you could take it to the bank, see, and that was important. I think that gave us a sense of values outside of the home that, if you work hard, if you do what is expected of you, then rewards will come your way. And you could see that in Bill.
I can remember back when I was at McClymonds High School, Bill gave me the first opportunity to talk in front of a group, and I went to a Rotary Club meeting with him in Chamber of Commerce, and that's where I've got my first start in being comfortable in front of groups. And I just owe a great deal to Bill for those experiences that I got there at DeFermi Park.
We were street kids, and one of the great things about Oakland is that we had this outlet, the Parks and Recreation Department, and there were just a handful of men with the honest dedication and the sincere desire, believe me, to want to be bothered with us. We were just probably an eyelash away from jail, most of us, because there wasn't a heck of a lot for us to do. But there was the Parks and Recreation Department. There was the infirmary, there was the pool, there was the Recreation Department, the baseball fields, and then there was Bill Patterson.
I used to always call Bill head coach because he was a coach that coached a lot of coaches. Not only did he coach athletes, he coached a lot of coaches. And I don't think you can ever sit down and figure out how many lives, either directly or indirectly, he has touched through his contributions to this city.
When we go into anything, we go in with the idea that we will overcome and we will win. I think we taught kids how to win. And in so doing, we've inspired people from watching us to know that there is no single task that they can't accomplish. There is nothing that can't be overcome. We leave all our kids with that kind of preparedness. And in a sense, that is winning, because they have, on occasion, outdone themselves. The potential is there in all of us. When the occasion demands, they come up to that occasion. That teaching is not just about sports, it's about life.